Hello, welcome back to HLS Crypto. My name is Dan. Let me move myself out the way. There we go. So, why I'm quitting YouTube or channel updates? So it's more about discussions that I've had previously with subscribers, just like over the last few weeks and stuff, and particularly over the last couple of days to decide like what direction we're going to go in next and how we're going to do things. So, am I quitting YouTube? Probably not. Haven't had this discussion. So, as a lot of you are already aware, I haven't uploaded the video. I've spelt video wrong for around 6 weeks, and that isn't good enough. And I know, having spoken to a lot of my subscribers in that time, that they want a more back to basics approach, and I completely understand that. I get it. I know why that would be. However, there's a few things to address before we decide as a community on how to move forward. I think the vast majority of the conversations we've had has probably already done that. I've generally thought long and hard about continuing with YouTube, which I generally have. It's been like blood, sweat, and tears. It is like a lot more difficult than a lot of you people think. I think that a 10-minute video, although it might seem like a really quick time to when you're watching it, but to actually do one, do the research, put the effort in, find out the tokens that you want to be investing in, doing all that kind of stuff, as well as then presenting that, in a 10-minute video, takes a lot longer than just putting your camera on for 10 minutes. I don't have fancy edits and things like that. We know this. Fancy edits and things like that come with a lot more financial backing than what I currently have. So therefore, mine is always putting into crypto first, hoping that the channel can obviously grow as a result of that. So it is a lot more difficult than what people think. Of course, I'll be continuing to invest in crypto as I believe, and I still 100% believe that it's our ticket to financial freedom. I have a job as well. So as you know, I do like 12-hour shifts at the hospital, things like that. So it's hard to always come up with a video, but I think that going back to daily uploads, talking about crypto on a general scale, as well as deep diving in a few different projects as well along the way, I think that's the way to go moving forward. The learning for me, now this is like a thing. So I learned this recently or over a period of time. So I now realize, as I don't have anyone holding my hand in YouTube, so in the whole YouTube space, there's no one like guiding me along the way. That there'll be a lot of people who want to see you succeed, which is great, and a small number who are desperate to see you fail. Now they're the ones that you need to spend less attention on, which is something I need to really like learn to do. And what I learned was obviously to pay far less attention to the ones who want to see you fail. Now they're the ones who are going to always try and goad you and talk bollocks essentially most of the time, and they're the ones you got to try and kind of ignore in order to continue doing good work and doing things with the people who do care and who are interested, because they're the ones ultimately who will likely to stick with you in the future. The bigger you get, and bearing in mind I'm still very tiny, but the bigger you get, the more hate you get, 100%, which is absolutely true. So when I had 100 to up to 1,000 subscribers, you can go back and check these. The comments were largely, if not completely, friendly and very very interactive. You get to 3,000 to 4,000, you start just to attract very negative people. I think that's just a byproduct of what we do, particularly on YouTube. So having a long talk with a good amount of my subscribers, I've decided to continue and go back to daily uploads with far less focuses on memes. Although we are seeing meme season right now. Shout out to Sepril for his T-Mania. That's going through the absolute roof at the minute. But yeah, it's important that we go back to basics and do the back to basics approach, because I think that's what got us to where we were and what we need to continue to do. I think that's important. And having them conversations with subscribers, they show me what they want me to be doing and what they enjoy the most, which I think is important. There's a few falsehoods that we need to address as well. So I have never taken a paid promotion or sponsorship on the channel to date, and this is 100% fact. I have not received a single penny from any cryptocurrency project or any other project to be on the channel at all. It hasn't happened. That's 100% fact. You're going to believe what you want anyway, but this is the truth. It's something that, may that change going forward? Well, potentially. But again, it'll be a discussion that we have. So we'll have that discussion if we are to do that. If there are some very, very good sponsors out there, or there's very good projects that I really fully believe in that I think will be of benefit, then maybe we can talk about it. But it won't be. It'll have to be something that I believe in. It'll have to be some sort of tangible looking project But again, that's for the future. There's no guarantees whether I will do that or not, but it's something that we can have a discussion about nearer the time. I will never or will never pay for subscribers, views, and comments. I thought this was quite an interesting one. So, no, I've never paid for viewers or subscribers or comments. People comment freely. Subscribers are free to come and go as they please. That's never been an issue. They've just over time developed, obviously doing daily updates and views. No, I think that would be a silly thing to do. I've always told you guys and ladies the truth, which is I think is massively important. Maddie and Wet, so it's kind of like maybe an elephant in the room. I don't know. So Wet for me, I thought Wet was going to do really, really well. It was a meme. Unfortunately, I think some of the people that Jordana brought in, and again, this is no hate towards Jordana. We're still very close, but I think some of the people they brought in had ultimately derailed Wet in terms of basically just consistently dumping every time the chart had a chance to move. Maddie is still alive and well. There's a lot of work going on with regards to her socials. She's on FanView and a few other different things. She's doing really, really well. Jordana's doing a great job there. And Maddie, I'm still very much a part of the team. And again, it's something that will feature on the channel, but it won't be the channel. So we will still have conversations about Maddie in the future as things progress. I think when AI comes around to being one of the narratives, she's really starting to develop really, really well. I think maybe that could be something that we talk about then. Again, if you're in Maddie, great. I haven't, again, touched or sold a penny. Neither did I sell a penny of Wet. Still haven't sold a penny of Maddie and won't do until there's a significant market cap, so it won't have an impact on price. But ultimately, I want to hear from you guys, the real ones, not the Muppets, in the comments or over on the free Telegram about your thoughts. The Telegram link, by the way, is in the channel bio and it'll be in the description as well. So I want to hear what your thoughts are about this video and about what you want to do going forward in the channel, the content you want to see. Should I stay, should I go is probably the ultimate one. I've decided to stay, but let me know if you think that's the right decision or the wrong decision. I'm always interested to hear what you have to say. Let me know what the content, obviously, that you want to see as well. Also, I want to have a little talk because obviously this is heavily, I want to talk about crypto as well. Again, this is the channel here. Surprisingly, now I think this is a big testament to you guys. So we gained about 144 subscribers in the past 6 weeks of not uploading and lost 143. So we gained like one subscriber over that particular period of time. So I think that's quite interesting that a large majority of you did stay and stick with us, which is really, really important. Here is, remember back in, I think it was January, we did portfolio, basically did 3 10K portfolios based on a solid, a safe, and a degen option. So the solid, safe, and degen options are there. This is an overview. And again, this has not been DCA'd into. It was just three flat purchases, 10K in each one, and see how that would work. Have you seen Pepe? $12,817 up right now, giving us a total profit across the 3 portfolios of 16,000, taking us from 30,000 to 46,000, and that's just by sitting on our hands, not doing anything, basically sat on your ass. We'll have a look at this in a little bit of detail while we're here because I think this is interesting. Tomorrow, by the way, we're going to do a D-pin video, which I think is going to be really, really interesting. So the solid one has actually lost $293 over this particular period of time. That's Casper, HBAR, Quant, Trias, Via, Myria, Right, Inspect, Hello, and Front Fans. Now, Front Fans obviously I think is basically eating itself, and there's a problem there. So maybe we can adjust some of these. So we probably need to get rid of FanX. I still think Hello's got something left. I didn't like Inspect, as you know. I made a video about that. Rightstream, I'm still very bullish on. Still staking my Rightstream. I think it's until the 4th or 6th of August. I think that stops. Myria, still very bullish on. Again, bullish on all those there. But it is slightly down. Quant does what Quant does. It just sits there and becomes almost like a stable coin at this stage. But I've still got full faith in Quant. Then our safe portfolio, which is up by 5,395. Now this was a very, very safe one. So it was Bitcoin primarily, Solana, Ethereum, and Quant. Quant's the only one that's currently red on that, which is kind of to be expected with Quant. But I still think it'll have its day. I really genuinely do. So I'm continuing to DCA into that while it's still below $100. I think it's still a great buy. So that one's up, and then the DGen one, which is The one I thought would perform least well is $10,621 up, which is crazy. A large amount of that is down to Pepe. So this shows you how if you throw a few arrows. So Pepe has done extremely well. Chain GTP, Myro, Viot, they've all done really, really well. Then you look at Miria, Rollbit, Rightstream, GameSwift. Alaska Gold Rush is a real disappointment to me. Down 74%. I thought that would do far better, but maybe there's a turnaround. And again, front fans, which I think we need to sort of delete from these and maybe use what is there into something else. I do hate selling at a loss, but sometimes it is right to cut your losses. I think anyway. So again, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Obviously, we're gonna continue. We're gonna try and do it every single day again. Go back to basics. Do what we did best, and hopefully, ultimately, push forward and get into the upper echelons of YouTube. By that, I mean just try and hit 5,000 first, and then we'll see how it goes. Right? No heavy expectations. So wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing, have an amazing day. Have an amazing evening. And tomorrow we're going to talk about Peak Network, which I think is going to be really, really interesting. I spoke about it before on the channel, but there's been some updates and some different things that we need to talk about. So have an amazing day. Have an amazing evening. Take care. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.